Well, a man on the ground, John McCarthy, would have a better look at this. How's it lying?
They are into some deep, deep rough here, fellas. Let's watch, see what they can do.
Getting ready to play their third. This would be a great up and down. Go ahead and make it. This next putt is for bogey. Ooh, right by the hole. This next putt's for a Barney Rubble. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. It's time to step on the tee here at the fifth.
Par 4, 471 yards. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Well, Rich, I'm being honest. This lie is putrid. Opting for the 5-iron. That's it. It's okay. And here we are with the third shot.
John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Well, guys, I'm on the 11th. This is Gary Woodland's next shot.
Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Okay, let's get back to the action. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Looking great now.
Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard. Currently at 2 over par. You've arrived at a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
I'd be booking in for some lessons if I was swinging it like that. Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker. Getting ready to play their third. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Oh, that's pure heart. Great fight to make that putt.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. 2 over for the day. And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, come on, sit. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Go in. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. That was pretty straightforward. Let's recap Ian Poulter's effort from just a short time ago.
And this is a great opportunity, a great look from long range.
So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. And Gary Woodland currently leading the field as I speak. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Oh, that was left all the way off the club. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Oh, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Gary Woodland is 1 stroke clear of the field. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
That one's heading down Broadway. Well, Rich, it's got a big-time feel about it, this Players' Championship. Known by some as the 5th major. What are your thoughts?
Not for me. I think it's the thing I love about it the most. It's got a great field. I mean, this week you got to beat 99 of the world's top 100 to walk away the champion. And it's a fairly open tournament, but it always has the feel that the biggest and the best players rise to the occasion to challenge this golf course. It's not easy. It's got a lot of quirky things about it. It's firm. It's fast. It's difficult. But if you're hitting it in the right spots off the tee, you have a really good chance of hitting close with your second shot. It's just a tactician's dream. And so I find it to be more about players that plod along, that actually have a well thought out execution plan. I think that players that it just kind of, they make it up as they go along, they don't fare well around this golf course.
I like the fact that there's no one particular player it suits. It's a golf course, when you look through the history of champions, yes, you've had the absolute stars of the game, players that can hit the ball a mile, but then you've got the players that are, as you suggested, tacticians, shorter hitters, plot their way around, get the job done. I like that concept.
Well, it's, you know, and you can have the long hitters taking out irons and taking advantage of where some of the other shorter hitters are hitting three-wooter drivers. So, yeah, there's just a multitude of ways to take on this golf course, but you have to be committed to every single shot. You have to know exactly where you need to place in the fairway to make sure your second shot is in a good angle. I could go through many examples, but on each and every hole, there's a place where you can be on the fairway, but out of position.
As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards from the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short second shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your second shot is the correct distance.
Yeah, it's heading to the bunker for sure. Oh dear, that's on the beach. That swing didn't deserve a good reward. This should head into the rough. Sitting at 2 over par. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Big chance here. And that's the kind of fighting spirit that keeps a good round going.
It was off the tee with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Might get caught up in the brush here. Straight into the trees.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Trying to get out of this pine straw here. Going with the 5-iron here. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option. Nicely done.
A 7-footer right here.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've kept this player inside the top 10 all day long because of it.
That's well holed. Gary Woodland is atop the leaderboard, now a 2-stroke lead. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Par 4, 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Second shot here on the 12th. Wonderfully played. Hope you're enjoying our continuing coverage. Let's head out to the 14th hole.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
That shot goes down, and that will be for birdie. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And back to the course with the live action. This putt coming up is for birdie. Get in. Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well holed. Gary Woodland currently leads the field. We have a par 3 on this one.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one. But watch out, if you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one needs to kick left. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
No other explanation. They had to push that shot.
Moments ago, a beautiful shot happened on the course. Let's take a look at it. Ian Poulter with an outstanding shot here. Let's get back to it, shall we? Second shot here on the 13th. Didn't that look good for a long time? Lovely touch. Well played.
Yes. Very smooth tempo there on that chip.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Sitting at 1 over for the event. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
This shot from around 210 yards.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Oh, you fucking...
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Oh, absolutely flushed. And this one is for his par. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. You've arrived at a par 4. Step up to the tee and own it.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Oh, well played. Now just 1 over par. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one is headed to the right. Well, a little off the target with that one.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer. This one's tracking. That was a gallant attempt. And this one will be for bogey. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Down here on the 17th, and this is Justin Thomas.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. And after that hole, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Par 5, 486 yards. Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Well, that's big boy golf right there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Putting for the big bird here. A birdie with big wings. Oh, so close.
No!
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat.
Fuck.
John, do you have any info down there?
Well, we're on the 17th, guys. This is Ian Poulter's next shot.
Sitting at 1 over. Oh! And after this hole, that's how it looks. Gary Woodland is atop the leaderboard with a 2-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Come on, get down. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one, still counts.
And this one for back-to-back birdies. Looking better.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row.
And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
That should find the cut stuff. Well, if you find yourself in the fairway, Rich, at the final hole at TPC Sawgrass, you've obviously navigated a very tough shot. There's just one more to play.
There's one final test, the second shot at 18, water ever so close to the left-hand side. Green has a lot of movement from back to front. Find the right level, give yourself a decent opportunity to make birdie, but par, never a bad score at the 18th at TPC Sawgrass.
Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, fair effort. Putting for par. And that will do it for this player today. And there you have it. I'll be pleased with that, just sneaking through the cut line.
Absolutely. It's always nice, good feeling to make the cut. Some weeks you just don't quite have your A game, but making the cut, always a positive sign.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
Oh, I just barely made it in. Holy fuck. Damn.
It's a pleasure to bring you our PGA Tour action live on 2K Sports. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Rich Beams, my sparring partner in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey. Hope you're enjoying all the action. Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What are your expectations of them today?
Right now, he has not got the victory secured, but a good final round here could see him into the winner's circle.
Can't wait to find out what happens here. That looked like a big hook to me. No, that's not good. Straight into the trees. Second shot here on the first. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Where they missed the green there, they definitely pushed it.
Oh, well done. 8 feet to the cup. Good looking putt. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Starting the round at even par. You've arrived at a par 5.
Par 5, 532 yards. Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Where will this one end up? And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
I gotta say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
Great putt. Okay, let's get back to the action. And the pine needles can always be a 50-50 lie.
I'm telling you, I would blame the caddy. Bogey here yesterday, looking at the same score today. That's really not what we were looking for.
John's down on the course, and do you have a better look at this lie?
Well, heads up here, guys. I don't know which way this one's going to come out of this stuff. Very, very deep down in here.
This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card.
This one's looking good.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Opting for the 5-iron.
That dog will hunt.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, what a great stroke. Well done.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And now we go to the 11th, where this happened just a moment ago. Matt Kuchar with a fantastic shot.
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he? Nicely done from close range.
So with another hole behind us, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Par 4, 384 yards, a long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Fuck.
John, what's this one looking like?
Sitting up pretty nicely in the sand. Shouldn't have too much trouble getting out.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, an important part here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10. Ouch, that hurts. This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And with that, he moves up to even par. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Par 4, 471 yards. Drive it out to the left-hand side.
Fuck, I just keep fucking it up with the driver now every time.
Shot into this long, thin green.
Not bad. Lining up the birdie putt here. Ooh. Chance to move inside the top 20 if he can hold this putt. And with that hole behind us, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. And Gary Woodland is currently in the lead. This hole here is a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau. He's in the bunker. Not sure how this one's lying. John?
Well, they're in deep here, guys. Really nestled into this sand trap. Let's see what happens.
Opting for the 6-iron. Well, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Well, they wanted to hit the fade, and unfortunately, they didn't.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Judging it beautifully.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Par 4, 451 yards. All sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green. 2-putt and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
Setting up in the bunker here.
Yeah, they parred this hole yesterday, but from easier circumstances today, a little more difficult, but still doable.
This one should find the rough. Getting ready to play their third. Almost went in. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. And in it goes for the par. And Gary Woodland currently leading the field as I speak. And we've arrived at a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Going with a 3-wood here. It's fair to say that approach didn't hit the mark.
And looking for the fade, but finding the straight shot. Not good.
And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. This would be a great up and down. That one just missed the hole.
It's going now.
Bought a new controller, no more excuses, boys.
You know what you should have done that? You know what you should have done, bro, that I regret that Tony did? Was get a controller with the same color as the one that you have now, and then return it with the old controller and get your money back. Or get a second controller and just say this one's faulty. You know what I mean?
I know I could have did that. I could have did that if I got the warranty, but I didn't want to spend the extra $20 a little bit.
Yeah.
It's the 30-day warranty. Like it's not. You're not paying for like a year or nothing. You're just paying. Like it's that 30-day warranty.
Oh yeah, because you have 2 weeks to go in for and it's for free.
Yeah.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich.
And I just
Somebody told me
regret.
that and I did it. So
I regret not doing that because like fuck, man, I could have had 2 controllers. It's all good though.
It worked out because my black controller, that one fucking kind of fucks up now. So a good thing. I already had to fucking buy a new controller already.
You should.
You should. Fuck
Fuck
six.
that! It's like $100 for a controller, man.
Fuck, just for a PS4 controller, it's like $100 still, bro.
You
Ridiculous.
what?
Good win back into the player's face.
It's $10 more, so it's whatever. The
Who are you playing with, David?
His buddies, I've seen them.
Costa and them.
It was never really a
They got
comfortable
off
shot
or
for
what?
them, was it?
Oh,
There's still a
dead push with
couple
that
guys
one.
left though. Alright, what you guys doing?
Trying to get a force going?
There's Kayla.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
I'm not invited. I'm enjoying.
Oh, what a stroke.
What a stroke.
Nice to make a mid-range par putt. Gary Woodland is atop the leaderboard, now a 2-stroke lead.
Gary Woodland.
We've arrived at a par 4 hole. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Down here on hole number 4, this is Patrick Cantlay's next shot.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Let's return to live play now. For all the young stars out on tour, Patrick Cantlay, he seems to have come really to the fore 5 or 6 years after he thought he would. But now that he's here, he seems to be here for the long haul.
Well, I think he appreciates the game more than he did when he went through the spells where he was injured. I think that being away from the game really gave him a different outlook on it. And I think now he appreciates it. He plays it so well. He's methodical. He's talented. He really understands and knows what he's capable of achieving in his game. And he does it. He's a competitor. I love the way he plays the game.
Oh my fuck.
Golf clap. Really good. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands.
Sucking each other off on the PGA Tour.
Why are you trying to get some fours going?
Currently leads the field.
What, sorry?
Let's get some fours going then.
Yeah, so 4s
Welcome
tonight.
to the tee at this par 5 hole. Go get after it.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave.
An
You
invite
better
score.
know what you're doing, because this
Or
green
whatever.
will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful. John, what's going on out there?
Well, I'm on the 5th hole, and this is Billy Horschel.
Yeah.
Time for the second
Okay,
shot
give it
at
like
the
10
11th.
minutes. It'll be good.
Well, that was a bit of a wild swing. Probably be a similar result too.
Bolski.